I'm really starting to wonder about Nicki Minaj, man. Like, not even necessarily in a good way. I'm just starting to wonder, like, what is this lore around her? Like, what is this energy that just surrounds Nicki Minaj to where it's not even necessarily that she does something, like, or that she says something, but it's just she's always in the headlines, bro. She's always surrounded by something, like it's a negative cloud around her, bro. And I'm starting to wonder, like, yo, like, what is it exactly? And I already know the Nicki stands, because I saw them on IG. I left some comments on some of them posts, and they already came for me. But I just start to wonder, like, what is it about her that has her in the news so much, even when it's not even her directly saying anything. And then a lot of the times it don't even be for the music. Like this topic right here, it's not even necessarily about the music, but she's in the news again. Oh my god. Okay, let's get into this topic, man.
Top off the field, smoke his ass, nigga, top low. Nigga, top off the field, smoke his ass, nigga, top low. Now let's be facts.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing out there, man? I hope y'all doing good. You know, just staying safe, just staying alive, man. Well, like 2 weeks in a row, I think, of videos straight. It's 2 weeks straight of videos, man. We keeping this shit up, man. I honestly feel like I'm at the point now where I have no excuse other than some crazy shit to not upload a video, okay? But let me shut up. I don't want to jinx it, okay? So let's get into some context right now. Okay, so this topic right here is some comments made by Remy Ma. I want y'all to hear it, and it was very short, so I want y'all to hear it, okay?
Always felt like anything I say, people gonna say I'm talking about her. Anything she say, people gonna say I'm talking about me. So let's make an agreement that we never talking about each other. Like you like any.
This is you telling her that?
Yeah, the conversations. It's not even just telling. It's like a conversation and back and forth.
Right.
And I feel like any woman should. You're supposed to feel like you're supposed to get on a song, and be like, yeah, I'm number 2 or I'm number 3. Like, no, you're supposed to talk like. Just let's never let it get there. And it was just certain that transpired behind the scenes, messages. Always felt like.
I heard that shit, right? So I'm not even gonna lie, I needed some more context because this short 30-second thing wasn't enough. Even though Nicki Minaj did comment on this shit, like she stepped into the shade room I left a comment on it. I'm like, okay, but I still feel like it wasn't enough for me. Like, it wasn't enough for the commentators on this shit, so I had to get a little bit more context. But even before that, before all of that, I'm not even going front. Just as a man, okay, just as a man, well, after I saw that, I'm like, damn, she look kind of good. She look a little milfy. Okay, but that's beside the point. Okay, let me shut up. Much in essence, like what I got from that and the little bit more context I got, you're supposed to think you're number 1, which, like I said, I did a video, I gave my thoughts on that too. But in this regard, I could completely understand why. And you're supposed to think you're number 1, and you're supposed to like get on a track and be like, yeah, I'm the best rapper, or yeah, I'm the best female rapper in this regard. You know what? I give them that. I don't have no disagreements about that. I have no arguments about that. Okay, I could give them that. And that's the reason why they butt heads before. And it makes sense because there was a point in time where I guess those were the top 2, or like those were the 2, like when Remy was in jail. Those were the 2 that was in somewhat of competition. I feel like Nicki, okay, honestly speaking, I feel like Nicki was running the rap game female-wise for the longest. I just think people was bringing up Remy Ma's name because Remy Ma was very lyrical and shit. So that's why I feel like Remy Ma's name was brought up. But maybe that's why they butt heads so much. Nicki was saying she's number 1, that Remy Ma obviously is gonna be saying she's number 1. And then of course, that comes to a clash. 2 strong ass personality, that's always gonna come to a clash, especially when they're in the same industry like that. And they had a conversation to never talk about each other in a song, or should I say a back and forth, which that kind of confused me in that clip. I'm like, huh? But I'm like, you know what, man? No, I've been trying to make sense of that. That's women's logic, man. Because it's like, the guy asked her if it was a conversation, but she's like, no, it's a back and forth. So what does that mean? Please, somebody let me know what exactly that meant, because it's not a conversation, but it's a back and forth. So what is it? Is this somewhere in between? Is this somewhere in between? I was genuinely confused about that. Now, the host, this is the more context part. The host had asked her if like her and Nicki was ever friends. And like I said, this could be along the lines of the two strong ass personalities clashing, because she said they was never friends. I guess it was more of the colleague part, like, you know, they see each other in passing, like, hi, small talk and shit like that. But she said they were never friends. And yes, friends, when it comes to something like that in the same industry, friends is a really strong word. Like, and the fact that Remy Ma said they weren't friends, I could believe that. And I could see kind of sort of where this song came from. Like her diss song, the classic. Remy Ma had a classic ass diss song. I won't lie to you about that. Called Sheether. Just a little rap context, if you don't know what that exactly that's referring to. Nas has a song, this in Jay-Z, called Ether. That song is like reverend, that song is revered, I should say. That's like one of the top diss songs ever, at least rap wise, one of the top rap diss songs ever. So she, just a little play on words, Sheether, Ether. Okay. And Nicki, like I said, Nicki commented on what Remy Ma said, and she was like, they never had this conversation. So I'm like, who's lying now? Like, who's fibbing right now? Like, who's stretching the truth, bro? Honestly speaking, like, who is not telling the truth? And this is what confused me so much about this fucking topic, yo. Cause I'm like, Remy Ma seems so sincere. And she was drinking too, so a little, when you drink it, the truth comes out. The truth comes out and shit. So I really firmly had believed Remy Ma here. Like I did believe her. Like they had a conversation and shit like that. But then Nicki is commenting, talking about they never had the conversation. So I'm like, okay, who the fuck is lying now, man? I don't know who to believe, bro. I'm not even gonna front. I'm like, who's lying, bro? Who is lying here? I'm like, yo, who's lying? And seriously, that's the main question here, bro. Like, who do you believe in this regard, bro? Nicki or Remy? Because it's like I said, if you listen to that shit and listen to what Remy was saying, she seemed really sincere, like almost in her feelings kind of thing, explaining this shit. So I'm like, who the fuck, like, who's lying here? Like, who done it? You know what I'm saying? You know that funny thing, that joke they bring up, like, who done it? Who done it, bro? Who done it? I'm serious. Like, I really want to know. Because this song, I feel like that shit wouldn't have happened for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Remy Ma wouldn't have made this song for no reason. So, who done it, And my take on this, to be honest, is like I said, the two strong ass personalities clashing. One person wanting to be number one, then the other person wanting to be number one. Like I said, that's always gonna be a problem, man. You want to claim you're number one, then you want to claim you're number one. Y'all both have two strong ass personalities in that genre and whatever industry y'all doing. Y'all gonna clash. And don't get me wrong, wanting to be number one is not always negative, okay? Because wanting to be number one will bring out your most energetic, like your most competitiveness, okay? So wanting to be number one isn't always necessarily bad, but it could end up bad, when you talk about someone, then they saying y'all never had a conversation, but then y'all saying I did have some back and forth. So it's like I said, man, I really just want to know. I want to know more about this. Like, I want to know more about this shit, to be honest, because like I said, I was genuinely confused. So my take on it, all in all, is pretty much the strong personalities coming to a clash because one person wanted to be number one, another person wanted to be number one, and that's how it happened, okay? So, if you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I like my sweater, right? Come on, tell me I like this sweater, man. KOD, man. Like, comment, subscribe. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you, and more videos coming soon, man.